how do you enter a market when it's already saturated? When there's a lot of big dogs out there, like Nike in a market, or in this case, I'm going to use the example of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Well, there's a framework that I use, and I'm going to walk you through it. So my name is Gabriel Klingman. I am the operations manager for a small investment fund doing a couple million a year. And this is the framework that I use. It's how I think about entering a new market. Now, when you enter a new market, the problem with it being super saturated and there being a lot of big dogs is they have a lot more power, specifically purchasing power, than you do. So the example I'm going to use here is fried chicken. If I wanted to open a fried chicken restaurant, I'm competing against KFC. We'll use them as the big dog here. I'm competing against KFC. They have so much more purchasing power than I do. They're buying in bulk for stores all across the country. I would have one local store, right? So they can get much better discounts. They can get much better pricing. They can then either pad their margins and sell it at normal price, or if someone else comes in and starts taking their market share, they can drop price and still have better margin than most other people, right? Because they have such purchasing power. So what I do, if I wanted to compete in that market, I would look at the market. I'd say, identify who are the big dogs, who are the big competitors. In this case, we're going to say Kentucky Fried Chicken. Cool. Then I would say, what is their strength? Their strength is they have so many stores. They have massive purchasing power. So they can then buy all of this chicken. They can buy it at a much cheaper price than I will ever be able to buy it at. Great. Are there anything else? Is there anything else that customers care about? This is the core question. Is there anything else that customers care about? So I don't want to go into this market and compete on the price of fried chicken, because it'll be a bloodbath. I will lose. So I ask, what else do customers care about? And this is where I would get the idea. Customers, when they want fried chicken, yes, they want chicken and they want fried chicken, but they also want the crispy bits. They want the skin. They want the crust, that breading that's super crispy. There's a market for that. So what I would say is, cool, I'm not necessarily going to compete on chicken. Yes, the chicken is going to be delicious. It'll be great, but I'm not going to try and price gouge and compete on the price of chicken. Instead, I'm going to compete on the crispy bits. I'm going to go all in. My guarantee is going to be, this is the crispiest chicken you will ever have. And we're going to sell sides of crispy bits. It's going to get to a point where if you order more than like 2 or 3, you're getting extra crispy bits. Just like people, when you order fries, you get the Bagglers, same idea. You order a couple tenders, you're going to get a side of crispy bits. And that I can then go to other manufacturers and I can start bidding out and start trying to compete on the price of what the ingredients to make up my crispy bits, instead of going on the price of chicken, right? So this is how I look at it. What does the market, what are the big dogs, what is their massive strength? Then say, what does the audience care about that is not their massive strength? In this case, it's the crispy bits. Then I would go all in the marketing, in the branding, in the product, in the communication, in the design, in everything. Go in where I put my effort to optimize, all in on what the competitors, not their strength, but what the audience also cares about.